This episode of Your Mom's House is brought to you by Sattva Luxury Mattress, the only online mattress company that provides free delivery, setup, and mattress removal.
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
There's no Gene. Where's the other Gene? It's one mommy, one Gene today. Where am I looking at this one? My husband had to travel for work. He's very busy. He's gearing up to shoot all kinds of stuff. So it's myself, and I have Josh Potter, the cucaracha, here today.
Hey. How are ya? Hey.
Anyways, I'm super excited that it's just us today, Josh.
Yeah?
Because you know what that means.
What does it mean?
TikTok, you don't stop. He's not here to stop me.
Wall-to-wall TikTok.
Oh, all right. So let's just get into it. I'm so excited. This one I've been curating these painstakingly for you for weeks, saving the best content. Okay, this is my favorite.
It's a deep batch.
Okay, let's go. Let's start with this gentleman.
Hi there, I'm back in overalls again. This day I got Key Brand on.
Oh.
And their Hickory Stripe.
Oh.
And I also got this Railroad Engineer's hat. Let me know what you think.
What do you think?
God. He looks like he's at a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, I love that.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Your mom in the fucking stand!
Welcome to Your Mom's House with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to Your Mom's House.
Can't wait for this episode. TikTok. Mental illness and people with severe personality problems. It's gonna be fun today. The intro's so long.
Some would argue not long enough.
I know. Those people are TikToks. So don't worry. The rest of this episode, we have Melissa Villaseñor. I'm just doing the intro here with the help of Josh. But later, Melissa and Tom will be here. And just a special note, you may notice we don't bring up, what's the guy's name?
Shane Gillis.
Fired? Shane Gillis.
Yes. It was taped before he was even hired. So
Yeah. I mean, so otherwise, we would have gotten the tea, but we did not. So it's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love it. But first, should we get into this big stuff here?
This stuff right here.
Let's go. Mm-hmm. All right, you guys, check out our merch store. We have so many items. What do we have right now, Nadav, to tell these people in merch?
We have, if you go to merchmethod.com/Tom Segura, we have all new Two Bears, One Cave merch.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, the sweaters ran out, but we already re-upped
Whoop,
it. Thick Boy Nation.
Thick Boy Nation.
Yeah, those are actually really cool sweaters.
Okay, so it's merchmethod.com/Tom Segura for YMH merch, for Two Bears, One Cave merch. Mm-hmm. Also, check out our other shows. We have The Honeydew with Ryan Sickler, Dr. Drew After Dark, my favorite. And of course, Where My Mom's At, Hello, where I talk about real mom's issues, but not in a lame way. And then the new one that Leanne Kreischer and I are doing just for the month of October. It's So Over October, where Leanne dishes all the dirt on what life is like with Bert Kreischer.
Is that what it's become?
Pretty much. Because truth be told, my husband doesn't struggle with sobriety. That's not really an issue in our marriage.
What about your husband's newfound love for guns? Are you excited about that?
Oh, I'll get all into that with Leanne this week.
Okay.
It's been, bang, bang, shooting gun, talking about, I'm like, this is the betterment of yourself. That's what you guys are talking about. Oh, wait, I missed the other one. There was one more podcast I had.
Two Bears, One Cave.
Oh, Two Bears, One Cave. And there you have it. Okay, but again, since Tom is not here, you ready to see? Are
we going to go back to the conductor, man?
I'd love to. I mean, only if you want me to, Josh.
I mean, it was pretty interesting. He had a lot of jeans on.
Well, he's clearly a fan of Your Mom's House.
Is that hat jeans, do you think?
You know what I love? I just bought a pair of overalls for my 4-year-old, my 3.5-year-old. This is what children wear. I mean,
there is no reason for an adult to wear overalls, is there?
I do. I actually really like in the 90s. It was kind of a hot look,
like TLC style.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. But like these type of overalls.
But here's the deal, too.
Is it so you can work on a train? Like, what is the utilitarian purpose of overalls?
It's for fat people. But here's the deal: is that you don't look good in overalls when you are fat. You only look good when you're like really skinny and cute, because your body is
right. Well, because they're called overalls. They're over all of your fucking body.
Bro.
So you're gonna see the whole thing.
You just blew my mind.
Yeah.
But isn't there utility to the overall? Like it's a worker's outfit.
I get it if you're like
grease to get on. I don't
Sorry.
know. Something for grease to get on. Like
yeah, because my dad was a mechanic and he wore they're called coveralls, and I was always like, oh, I wish I could wear coveralls just every day of my life.
But those aren't denim. Aren't they like made of a certain material?
Like Dickies material.
I picture overalls being like for people who handle nuclear waste and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like people that work in a plant with chemicals. They wear those like
denim
yellow
overalls?
Ones. Not denim ones. That's the thing. They wear like rubber ones.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, like in Breaking Bad. Like weren't they
Yeah,
always...
exactly. Like Breaking Bad. These ones, I don't understand this. It's like if you get grease in denim, it's never coming out. So
well, I don't think it's grease that is the substance he's gonna have on.
Again, this day I got Key brand on.
Oh.
And they're hickory stripe. I also got this railroad engineer's hat. Let me know what you think.
Okay,
It is flattering for his junk.
Yeah.
Like he's got a bit of a bulge going on down there. Like the overalls definitely can
they accentuate
your package. Mm-hmm.
It's so bizarre. So is this? I'm assuming this is like another lane of like gay fetish. Where it's is that the train?
Why you go straight to gay fetish?
100%.
Maybe he just likes trains.
No, boo boo.
No,
babies.
Do you think that's his? Do you think that's what his angle is? That he's gay,
sweetie.
Look at his furniture and stuff.
Sweetie.
I really think he's a train guy.
No, boo boo. This guy he's gayer than two guys fucking. He's gay. You don't think he's gay?
What if he's just like the last grandpa left?
No, boo boo. Nadav, would you ever sport the overalls like this guy is?
I mean, if I start getting really into trains, sure, yeah.
Annie's the only man in there. Come on, Annie. What? He's a real man. Annie's got AIDS. He's wearing a mask.
I mean, again, you could pull anything off. It's just,
Annie can pull off overalls. I guarantee it. It'd be like some fucking streetwear by the time he got done with it. He'd be like Oshkosh Bagosh. They'd be like shouting it and be like Suwoo Oshkosh Bagosh.
Suwoo Oshkosh Dagosh.
Remember Oshkosh Bagosh?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
3-year-old.
Is that what your child wears now? Do they still have that?
You don't want no rep. No, I get him some shit from the Gap, bro.
Yeah, because now it's like overalls are just children's wear.
Okay, so listen.
This guy's a pedophile before he's gay.
That's what I'm saying. But would you wear the stupid kind he's got on with the denim and the
the bib, the high bib?
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Sometimes the more ridiculous, the more cool it is. Okay. But I mean, in this,
you are ridiculous.
I picture Annie wearing that without like a shirt underneath it. You know what I'm saying? And like maybe a chain or something.
A chain? He doesn't wear a chain. Are you a chain guy? No.
He could be.
No, I don't have.
And he can rock anything he wants.
I ain't got it like Tom yet.
You don't work no rep. Okay, let's go. Next one. Now I also have a follow up to the train conductor.
Ooh.
What's this outfit gonna be? Oh God, the hat. No, wait. Where's his follow up?
No, we
only gonna do one.
Yeah.
Okay. Because we
picked the ones.
You're right. Okay, sorry. So this guy too. Before we even roll, let's do some checks.
Is that some gum on his face? What do you think?
You'll see. First, I want to just look at all the stuff. This is a TikTok, by the way. I found this. This is organic. Look at the fan. Check. Look at the bad angle. Check. The only problem is the lighting is good and the audio. So
is the lighting good?
Yeah, for her tip.
I feel like shouldn't you point away from the lighting, like it should reflect off your
correct.
face?
Yeah, fuck. Okay, we'll just roll on what he's got to say. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just on here and thought I'd give you guys an update, and I've got my wolf tooth and collar with the pentagram on it, and I just would like to belong to somebody and have an owner. Thanks.
Is that a dental mistake, or is that like a thing he put into his face, do you think?
I like that he's like, well, I'm just here with my wolf tooth and my pentagram. Yeah, he puts it in there.
I see. I thought he grew that.
No,
on his own.
It's his perfect smile.
Haven't you seen people with like a snaggle thing going on like that?
Well, goth kids, I knew some goth people when I was goth that would have their teeth filed into vampire teeth.
That's cool.
Is it?
So that they could suck blood through them or whatever?
No, just to look cool like a vampire, Josh.
I know.
You don't think vampires are fucking dope? They are.
Do you think kids did that when Twilight came out?
Yeah.
They started filing their teeth again?
Put it this way. Humanity is so stupid and doomed that when there was a Taco Bell Chihuahua, people went out and got Chihuahuas. And there was a problem with people not caring for their Chihuahua. That's how stupid people are. Same with Dalmatians. Every time a new Dalmatian movie, 101 Dalmatian comes out, the Dalmatian population booms and people don't take care of them and they end up in shelters.
Well, I hope there's a movie about adopting guys like this so this guy can get fucking adopted or owned or whatever he wanted, you know?
Why the pentagram necklace to go?
That was just his collar. I think that just came with the collar.
But what do you think the Satanism has to do with being a wolf? I wasn't aware of the crossover.
He's really blurring his Halloween themes here. I don't think they have anything to do with each other. He's a wolf who so he's a wolf that wants to be owned.
Yeah.
They're wolves are wild animals, are they not?
Wow. Good point.
You can't own a wolf.
That's right. You can't own a wolf.
They got to be free.
Well, they run in packs. Maybe he's looking for a pack. Like in Twilight.
But having a collar,
Team Jacob,
it just goes against it all.
Yeah, the collars.
You can't put a collar on a wolf. They got to be free up on that mountain. You know.
That's such a good point, Josh. Did you watch any of the Twilight films?
No. I never. It was I aged out of that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like fucking around with girls that were Twilight heads or whatever.
Yeah. Because there's Team Edward who's
right. I think if a girl
vampire.
is Team Edward, she'd be more amped to date me as opposed to a Jacob. Although I have Jacob elements, you know, with my hair and such.
No, you don't. Oh, right.
I have wolf-like elements. I'm like a blend.
Yeah.
I'm Team Edward and Team Jacob combined.
Yes, you do have a pasty palate.
Yes, I'm gaunt.
Like Edward.
Or whatever that word is.
Gaunt,
yeah.
Yeah.
A bit.
You look unhealthy and like you don't go out in the sun ever.
Right.
Eyesight is weird.
Right.
Okay.
And then on the Jacob side, I'm hairy like a wolf.
Yeah. Jacob is hot though. He's like
he's like
girls,
ripped and shit.
Yeah, like if you know the girl, if she likes to fuck, she's Team Jacob.
Yeah.
Because he's like the hot Puerto Rican
he's
guy.
He's gonna plow
he's
away.
Gonna fucking fuck you.
But he's got that wolf strength and shit.
But 100%.
Do you think that guy's got some wolf strength? Do you think he fucks like Jacob?
No. But Edward's all fey and like he'll like French you a lot.
Yeah. He'll finger you good.
He'll finger you.
Yeah.
But he don't fuck like Jacob.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we had this time together.
Yeah, we've talked about. Remember, we were going to talk about hand stuff. You were curious about your hand game or whatever.
Well, because you were telling me that with certain ladies that you go into phases. You're like, we do hand phase, and then mouth phases.
Hand and mouth phase is kind of one and the same.
Oh wow! So you start with a hand.
You start with like making out, then you get to hand stuff, mouth stuff. And then you up the ante to the matzo ball, which is P and the V, but you jump straight to P and V.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I do, because in my mind, putting my mouth on someone's pee is so intimate that I'm like, look, if I'm down to like suck your ween, you're gonna probably end up in my vagina anyway.
But before before vagina
I'll
and
do it all
mouth,
once. I do it all
don't
once.
do hand.
No, because I've decided, like, first of all, I'm not a hoe. Like, I'm not like a hoe like these girls you're with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't.
That's kind of mean.
I know the people.
We don't shame.
Oh yeah. Okay. But with Tom, I was like, let's go full throttle. Like, I'm all in. And then I decide if I like you, I just do it all.
You just go straight in. That's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need something to grease the gears. You know?
So you do a hand test.
Yeah, I like a little hand action. People poo-poo the hand like they're like, oh, no one can do it like me or whatever. But I think you need
that's how I feel.
I think it's a good appetizer. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to eat edamame for a whole meal. You're going to start with it, and you're going to have a little bit, and then you're going to move on to the main course.
And plus, you can tell like if you do the taste test, like do this person seem healthy?
The taste test. Now that is interesting. I would feel like I know women who have done straight to the mouth, which I think is fucking dangerous. And
just
weird.
go first date.
Like, oh yeah, I'm in a dark car. Let's just
yeah. A lot of women do that because they feel like they owe you something, and then if they do that, then it's.
But don't you want to assess
paid.
the situation with the hand? That's what I feel like. The hand is like it does a multitude of things. It gets things going.
Yeah.
It pumps some blood in that area, and then also on the woman's end, you can kind of sense of what you're going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
Is there a bump on here?
Yeah.
You know, is it oily? I don't know. Like, what's...
Oh, you're so fucking nasty.
I mean, don't you want to know these things before you put a penis inside of anything?
Well, yeah, but I usually get to know the person so I can get a sense of their self-care.
Well, I don't know. You get down
like
there, it's another story.
I don't even know. Like, if you're probably just
a
what? Petri dish.
I told you, my penis is the cleanest part of my body.
Yeah, but it's not the cleanliness. It's the disease factor.
Like,
you're
you think
nasty.
You really think so? I get tested.
For what?
For all of them. I go through the...
You go herpes?
Of course.
They have herpes to swab your dick for that, don't they?
I mean, they can tell if you don't have herpes.
No, it can incubate for up to 4 years, something like that. And then warts, they have to...
I've definitely got the swab. I don't know if I thought I got a clean bill of health. I thought they do the gamut when they fucking take you in there.
I don't know.
I thought they run you through the whole thing. You do a whole panel, as they call it, or whatever.
I think you have to ask.
For the herpes? God, all right.
Yeah, you have to ask. Fuck. I think it's a blood draw for herpes. I'm not sure.
What?
Yeah, I think it's blood.
I mean, you're going to have to ask Dr. Drew about these things because I could have swore.
Let's ask Dr. Drew about it.
All right.
Put that down because
You have many STD questions. I think I'm fine. I mean...
I just don't trust men. Feel like you guys are so reckless with your peeners. They're like, fuck, put it anywhere.
Don't you think a vagina's more susceptible to scariness?
Yes, it is. And that's what I'm saying. The vagina is really an incubator for disease.
Mm-hmm.
And then you guys are like, I don't wear condoms. I don't give shit. I won't come. And then you put your peener in that and then you give it back to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
You guys are the
weird.
spreaders.
Like, yeah, because we just dip our dicks into wet holes. And inside, it's like, where does West Nile virus come from? It's like a swamp. You know what I'm saying? Like distilled water. So I mean, yeah, vaginas are gross. Yeah.
Anyways, I've got one final TikTok for you.
Ooh.
And then we'll move things along. I know some of you are not fans of TikTok, which I can't fathom. I'm at The Water Champ on the talk. If you want to follow me, I make my own original content. I curate many things.
Your Instagram's been fire lately.
Fire. Thank you. Thank you. The stories. If you want to see what I'm curating, go to my Instagram stories. I put them up there every day.
And those are the tame ones.
Yeah.
You should see the ones you text.
Now, hold on. Let me send this. Let me set this guy up. Oh, God. I've been sitting on this for a while. My friend 95 Pigeons, thank you. Shout out to 95 Pigeons, sent me this one a while ago. And this is one that has stuck with me for a couple weeks. This is a gentleman who's made some bad decisions. See if you can guess what the decisions are.
You know, I do gotta say, I appreciate all the comments. You know, we all make mistakes. I thought I was Mr. Cool. The happiness on my face has been a destruction to my life.
What?
Mentally, emotionally.
No.
I can't have a decent life with this on my face.
What?
Drugs and alcohol kind of took me out there far beyond space can reach. And I'm trying to turn my life around.
Yeah.
And try to be the best of the best I can be, whatever God makes me to be. Yeah. I'm his vessel.
Oh, now.
It's about time. I'm 35 years old. I need to do something good with my life.
Oh, and that was his Grammy coming out.
So for people that are just listening,
sure.
Well, describe the kind of face tattoo.
Go ahead and Google. Is it Bozo the Clown?
Well, there's a new film out this week called The Joker, and in it he paints his face quite similar.
Is that right? Is this the Joker?
It could very well. Well, the Joker just used makeup, and he's an insane serial killer. So this guy went even fuller and just got it tattooed fully on his face, like
fully on his face,
mouth all around his mouth,
black too.
Can you
black
imagine
ink,
doing mouth stuff with that guy tattooed up?
This guy, if you Google like old school Bozo the Clown, it's actually, I think, a rip-off of that. Not a rip-off, sorry, an homage to the original.
You know, like the hobo clowns?
Yes, that's what I mean.
It looks like
clown.
that. I don't know if it's Bozo.
Is it Bozo or hobo?
It's like the wino type of clowns that are like wearing
Bozo-y.
a floppy.
So you know Bozo the Clown. It's like also a rodeo clown. This man
That's
had
terrifying. This is freaking
tattooed
me out.
on his face, thick black bars over his eyes. The mouth is totally tatted around it like a black thing. He's got the cheeks. He's got a big polka dot on his nose, on the tip of his nose. It's fully in black. And he blames drugs and alcohol.
For the tattoo?
Well, he's like, I was really messed up and I've never seen that ever.
That was my first time
So
watching it. And I thought at first he was saying that the tattoo was the reason his life was in shambles. Then he's like, you know, drugs and alcohol, they didn't even come close to destroying me as much as this tattoo.
I think you're right. Sorry, I failed to mention that I took a deep dive on this man's account.
Oh, okay, so you know all about it.
I know all this history. So what happens, yes, believe it or not, kids, when you get Bozo the Clown tattoos on your face, kind of makes it hard to be employed, to date
it's
women.
Already, wherever he lives, I guarantee it's already hard to be employed. You know what I'm saying? And then to put this in there also, it really throws a wrench in the works. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't blame the down economy when you're fucking tattooing your face, dude.
It is wild that he, he committed. And I can only imagine the conversation leading up to this decision. You know, where he's with his friends and he's ripped and he's like, well, it would be funny is if I got, oh my God, face tattoo. And we're like, good idea.
I bet his friends weren't even like, good idea. They were like, don't do it, dude. That's insane. He's like, no, I'm a rebel. You know, I'll go against the grain. And his grandma's probably like, you've been living here too long. Isn't it wild, though? His hair is like really nice.
Yeah, I guess
he goes to the barber.
Right. So he's got to maintain himself around this horrible facial tattoo.
He tried to get a good... Imagine he's like, I got a job interview tomorrow. He got his hair cut really nice. And he's like, I got to really like spruce up everything else to hope that they just see past. Oh, you're probably remarking on my face tattoos. He just tries to get through the interview without bringing it up.
What?
I want to encourage more people though to talk about their mistakes on social media.
I agree. This is a fantastic lane. This was a whole new area.
Regretful videos,
Yeah.
because usually it's like, I'm flossing, I'm the best, I'm greatest. This guy's like, I fucked up. We need more of that.
That's a great idea, Josh.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, their facial tattoos are definitely a barrier to employment, to leading a
you have to find a real
life.
Down girl.
Well, I'll tell you what, my buddy 95 Pigeon, he's got some cool facial tattoos.
Well, his look cool. Yeah, he looks like he's in a band or something.
I think he is. I think he's cool as fuck. He works in the kitchens. So I think those
but
guys
also,
are
he's like
fairly
handsome.
Tatted. Yeah, he's good looking.
You could do something. Yeah, it's like art. Where this guy's just like, well, I'm a schlub, and I should be drawing people away from my face, but I'm going to go the opposite direction.
So this guy put me on a deep dive down to his content, and yes, he's had some problems with drugs and alcohol, and he's been clean now for a minute.
What if he had the problems with drugs and alcohol after the face tattoo?
Right.
Like,
then
he's
like, just kill yourself. Just commit suicide.
It caused him to turn to drugs
Here's
and alcohol.
a gun. Yeah. Now this guy, though, so I did a dive on, is it possible to really get out tattoos? Because I just met a friend over the weekend in Tennessee when I was there, and he had a tiger over his heart for so many years, and he had it removed, but you can still see remnants of like dark ink. And especially when you get black ink, and this is like shaded in black ink. This isn't like a dot. It is of thick bars of color. It is extremely difficult to get this.
And it doesn't look like he can grow a thick beard either.
No. That would cover like a fraction of these tattoos.
Well, that's what he should just grow some beard, whatever he can.
Yeah.
That spotty ass shit that he probably grows. He just
my
looks like a spotty
God.
beard face.
This is a crazy.
But then he has the black ink to fill it in.
Yeah.
You know, so it looked like a fuller beard.
That's a good point.
Try and hide it. I don't know. I'm trying to give him some tips.
Like Joe, I think you're right. Oof, the eyebrows are rough. The bozo
that
eyebrows.
One's gonna be tough. Yeah.
But apparently, to do this, what they have to do is laser your skin, and they essentially burn a layer of skin every time you go in. There he is. So this is him getting. Oh, and that's the insane clown posse tattoo on his cheek as well.
Yeah,
I
think that's juggalo.
I think that's what he's going for.
He's a juggalo. Now it makes so much more sense.
This is definitely an homage to the insane clown posse.
Oh, this is the dumbest human alive.
Family, whoop whoop.
Oh my God. Look at this. Look how painful that is. So they have to scorch
oh my God.
a layer of your skin, and basically the skin grows back, I believe, and it unearths the ink layer by layer by layer. So you have to do this over the course of 2 or 3 years. You have to wait for the skin to grow back. So that takes about 2 months. And then you keep going back and going back. Because I watched this thing on YouTube about this other guy who was totally covered in face tattoos too. And his neck. And he's like, my kid's afraid of me. All the other parents don't like me. I'm like, well, yeah, you look like a maniac, dude.
Does this guy have health insurance? How's he getting this done?
He can't afford money. And look at his teeth are all just... he had a piercing under his lip that looks like shit too.
They should do a layer of his teeth. The laser.
Cool. Can you imagine? And look at right by his eyes. Like
he's got to do it on his mouth, basically. That's fucking nuts. It's gonna hurt so bad. You're gonna have to
do the eyelid.
Boo. Yes. He fucking not the lid. It stops at his eyebrow. He might be the dumbest person I've ever seen.
At least he's trying to rectify it. You know, it's one of those things you could look back and laugh at some point.
You think? I just hope they can get it off of his face. Because it's so thick, that ink.
How old do you think he was when he did that? Probably 31.
30.
He's like, I'm 35 right now. It's like, I got this done 2 months ago.
Man, I know that's a really good point. To do this in your 30s, like you're in your 20s, gotcha. All right. You got carte blanche in your 20s.
Let's say best case scenario, he got it done in his early 20s. That means he's been walking around this way for 12 years. He's lived his life this way for like a third of his life.
This is a juggalo. This makes so much
Yeah, that's
sense.
definitely a juggalo.
So wait, Josh, do you have anything you regret on your body?
No, I never got any tattoos, but I did have an eyebrow piercing for a minute, and I was 25. When I was 25, a girlfriend goes, "You need to take that out of your head." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." Probably.
Was it the circle?
I didn't have the circle.
Hoop?
I had the 2 dots, whatever that is, the stud.
That's kind of cool, actually.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it today. No way. I'd look like a fucking...
No, you look like a fucking idiot in your 40s. Like, I see people walking around in their 60s with, like, sleeve tattoos. I'm like,
I'm only in my 30s. Let's pump the brakes on the 40s talk.
Oh, it's coming.
I know.
But there's 2 things I not secretly, I love the door knocker piercing. I would have a door knocker
in your nose.
Love it.
Like,
I think it looks
is that
dope.
like a pig would have, like a...
Yes. Like like a
barbell in your nose?
Yeah. No, the hook, the
like
hoop.
A boar?
The hap. Yeah. I like that. The door knocker.
Like Bebop and Rocksteady from Ninja Turtles?
Fuck yeah, dude. That shit looks tight. Look at look, these look so bad at. There you go. Some door knockers. I like that.
That looks like a cow.
That's terrible.
Or some shit.
Laughing cow. Okay. And I also want knuckle tattoos. I do like the way they look.
Knuckle tattoos? What is that, a stud?
No, the job stoppers.
Oh, knuckle tattoos. I was thinking piercings again. My bad. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, no, I do like knuckle tattoos.
Yeah, they look dope, right?
What would you get written on them?
Okay, here's what I'm going to do, bro. This is my plan. I've told Matt Fulshron and I came up with this. When I get so wealthy, this is my dream. One day I'm going to make so much money. I have so many millions of dollars that I'll have fuck you money. And then I can do whatever I want. So I'm going to tattoo FUCKYOU and then a $sign. So anybody's like, what's up with your knuckle tats? I'll be like, well, I got fuck you money. Fuck you. Don't ask me shit.
There's only so many things. It's like a license plate. You know, there's only so many things.
It's kind of dope. Fuck you money.
Fuck you money. I get it now. I thought it was just fuck you $sign.
No, fuck you money. I got fuck you money.
You could do gay sex 69.
Gay sex.
Gay sex 69. It fits.
Could you imagine me going to like school events with my kids and like gay sex?
I mean, it's like I said, it's like a license plate. There's limited things you can get.
What about FGTRTD? Oh, wait, that's not enough. Maybe FGT,
or you get it split up. You do like FGT and then you do RTD, but then you put like a thing in here, like a jeans.
Yeah, 2 jeans. Yeah.
In the middle.
I'm so glad we're taling about this.
Yeah, that's a good one. Now people are going to do that.
I know. That's the scary part. Anyways.
You could do TikTok is the same problem. It's only 6 words.
You don't ever want to do that. No.
Get TikTok on your knuckles?
People I did road rules with, 2 or 3 of them got road rules tattoos on their bodies.
And they regret it?
Of course.
Why? It's still a thing that they did.
Yeah, but it's a job you had once in your life.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's silly. I have a tramp stamp that I do want to get removed because one of my kids saw it.
What is it? Do you know?
It's a dragon. It's a dragon. It's small. It's like this. It looks
Was it like one of the things you could point at?
100%. Not original. We were all getting tattoos on road rules in Australia, and I was like, I'll just get one of these. And I was like, I like dragons. They're cool. I'm Year of the Dragon. Like one of those dumb.
Were you toasted, or were you just like, no? You just were like, I'm going to do this?
I was 20 years old. That's how, you just have to be 20. It's
Yeah.
stupid. Like, I just get a tattoo once in my life.
I always had the opinion of like, I can't have something that permanent on my body. I'm going to change my mind immediately.
Of course.
The second I do it.
Fuck. What about you, Native? Any piercings, tats, any?
He's Jewish. He can't have a tat.
Oh, that's right. You can't get buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Yeah, I mean, that's not important to me, though. No, I don't have any tattoos, but I mean, I would totally be, I could be convinced if something's funny enough or stupid enough.
To get a tat?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want my tattoo to be funny or stupid either.
Yeah.
It's on my body. I gotta live with that every day. Like you go to your grandma's funeral and it's like, yeah, I got this fucking wacky penis on my body or whatever the fuck it is,
Yeah. What about you? Any tats, piercings?
I'm clean, bro.
Really?
I'm clean.
I kind of see you having a cool guy tattoo. I feel like he could rock the inner arm, like this thing.
Oh, like actually cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel
Whatever
like Annie has the same thing as me, where it's like the permanence of it is too much.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Doesn't want to commit.
It'd be a big decision for sure. So
Right.
it's like there's tons of thinking that I've
Yeah.
done. I feel like I would regret it. No matter what, no matter how cool I thought it was at the time.
Exactly. At some
100%.
point you'll regret it.
Because you don't, there's very few things I've liked since I was 14. I like the Pixies. I like the Clash. I like Bauhaus.
Right, that's
Other
the
than
thing.
that-
You get all that on your tattoos. Like that's the thing. All the things I like would be stupid. I'd look like a NASCAR car. You know what I'm saying? And I would have to go, if I were gonna do it, I'd have to go full bore where it's like sleeves.
Sleeves are tight though.
I would look cool with sleeves too.
Yeah.
And I feel like my arm hair acts like from a distance. It could be like, does he have sleeve tattoos?
Like you're those full black.
Like from far away, it just kind of like.
Now, what do hairy people do with tattoos?
I feel like it would be a waste too, because if I got sleeves, I'd have to like shave my body
That's
all the
what you
time.
have to do, right? You
What a
just shave?
nightmare.
And I like chest pieces too. Those are tight.
I wouldn't even be able to show through. My dad has tattoos, and I think he like just got it in a spot that hair doesn't really grow in.
Your dad has tattoos?
Oh my God, yeah.
He's Cuban though.
He's Greek.
Oh, Greek. Well, because foreigners are
and he
usually...
has Greek words.
Oh God.
And like a tribal band.
Oh, he did
And he got
not.
it in his 45 or something.
Oh my God. That's I would say worse than a tramp stamp is the tribal band.
It was the 90s in his defense.
Yes, same.
But he was also 45. So
See, because usually foreigners are of the mind that, like, my dad always be like, tattoos are for prisoners. It looks like shit. Right? Like, foreigners aren't so, like, especially our dad's age.
my dad started wearing muscle shirts and driving sports cars, and then he was like, I'm going to get a fucking tattoo. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you think you got your ability to crush puss from your dad?
100%.
Yeah. What do you think you learned from him? share with us your Jedi wisdom.
Well, what I've learned from him, not in terms of what he does, but from him in terms of like to do what he doesn't do, is probably don't get married.
Yeah.
Unless it's like you're really into it.
Yeah. That's great advice.
Yeah.
For all the men listening. Don't ruin some woman's life if you're not.
Yeah, or
interested in marriage.
just fuck. If you want to fuck around, but
Yeah.
you don't got to put a ring on the
Hey.
first one that you're like, oh God, this one, I love her.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see how it goes for a little while. You know?
Yeah, because you're like, bitch, I could bust nuts and lots of. Josh gets all embarrassed. It's cute.
I do. Because I don't know. It's you're like infatuated with this idea that I'm having a lot of sex.
You are.
I mean, for me, it's a lot. Like, yeah, you're right.
No, George, may I just tell? I'm going to tell the audience. We were at Flippers.
Okay.
By the way, Flappers, I've extended my residency every Thursdays, we're at Flappers, and like the cutest, hottest patootie comes out of the showroom and is like, "Hi, Josh," and does like that hot girl hug, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Like, cockroach, I love you.
I know it is fascinating that it's happened.
You're the cockroach.
She's
like,
particularly pretty.
Yeah, like how are you doing this?
I don't know. You'd have to ask her, or any of them. You'd have to ask any of them. I don't know the answer. I don't want to know the answer.
I want to know.
Whatever's happening, it's happening, and I'm into it.
I'm into it too, and I'm happy for you. I'm not coming at this from a hater perspective.
Oh, no,
I'm coming at this from a tutorial perspective for the other men listening. What are you doing that they can do as well? Is it the personality?
I hope so. I mean, it has to be something because it's definitely not. I'm not handsome.
Well, no, I wouldn't. No, let's not say that.
Well, I mean, I said this on the Honeydew that just came out, but the fact is, I know what I look like, and the fact that I do get any attention from women is amazing to me as well. So it's not like something that I'm like going like, yeah, of course this is happening. I'm like, I know, right? This is crazy.
That's what it is. It's because you're not like, that's what I'm fucking hot. Because that's the grossest thing in the world.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to ever say that about myself.
Yeah.
So
okay. Well, we'll get into it later when Tom returns because I have a feeling he'll want in on this action. So let's get on with some business, and then we'll do our interview with Melissa Villaseñor. So first, let me plug away Flappers again in the Yoo-Hoo room every Thursday. The Cockroach comes with me, and then Irvine, October 17th. Are you doing that show with me too, Cockroach?
What, Irvine? I can. You haven't mentioned it.
Oh, okay. October 25th, Pasadena. I have an 8 o'clock show, a 10 o'clock show at the Ice House. That's going to be freaking so rad. And then Flappers the 14th of November, the 21st Flippers, and then Seattle almost sold out at the Neptune Theater, guys. I don't think I'm going to add a second show, so if you want those tickets, snap them up. There's literally a handful left. November 23rd, Portland, Oregon at the Aladdin Theater. Again, those are almost completely gone, so snatch them up, homies. December 5th in the Yoo-Hoo, December 12th in the Yoo-Hoo, December 19th, Yoo-Hoo, motherfucker. And then 2020 dates are going to be coming up soon. I'll be hitting, I'm just a little put out there, Judork Titties. I'll be returning Des Moines. Is that in Iowa? Des
Moines, yeah. I didn't know you
some other places forgotten already. Oh, and speaking of Des Moines, my husband is there. Is this tomorrow night? The 8th? I don't know. Anyway, Des Moines, go see him there. Tom Segura. Lincoln, Nebraska, he'll be doing that. Sioux City, Iowa. The 11th, Minneapolis Tits, again for 2 shows. And Fargo, North Dakota on the 12th. And then he goes to Europe and he starts in my homeland of Budapest. And then the 27th, the Netherlands, Amsterdam, Antwerp, Belgium. It goes to Paris and London. I'm so jealous. I wish I could go. Salford, Dublin, and where else? And he just told me to tell you guys he added a show in New York. November 6th, November 7th, he just added a show in Judork. So look that up as well. Yeah, the Judork Titties one. And then Ben Salem. And then Buffalo, 11-9, 11-10 Syracuse. We go to Charlotte, Pensacola. Jesus Christ, how does he do this every week? Like Charlotte, Austin. I gotta tell you, Austin again in November. Go, go, go. Melbourne, Florida. Miami, Erie, Pennsylvania. Columbus, Ohio. Grand Rapids, Michigan. Windsor, Ontario, my birthplace. Honolulu. And then Kalukalakalukai. Kahului, Hawaii. I'm not sure where Kahului is. I apologize if I am mispronouncing that.
I think it's Kahului.
Kahului?
I have no fucking idea. I was just gonna
look at how much my husband works. Boo boo, I love you. And can I tell you something for all the wives listening? I'm gonna brag about what a fucking rad wife I am because I know my husband works a lot. When he comes home on Sundays, we have treats on Sunday, and I cook just for him because he works so motherfucking hard. And I pet his bear fur, and I love him. Look at all the shit he does. Not all the time. I was sick a lot this month.
Yeah.
But I take care of that painter. Don't you worry about it. I love you, Tom Segura. Thank you for working so hard for my family.
Just like you, we are often disappointed in the caliber of guest that comes here, but not this week. This week, we have a verifiable super talent, a hilarious person, a good person, the wonderful star of Saturday Night Live, Melissa Villaseñor.
Oh, thanks for having me, guys.
And YMH alum. Now, for those of you who may not know, a long time ago.
It's over 4 years.
Over 4 years. This is Redondo era.
And when you called, I was at my parents' house in Whittier when I did that.
Really?
Stefan, yeah.
So
I was like, Mom, let me do this impression.
This was
back off.
And by the way, didn't you end up jumping ahead before you jump back? Didn't you end up doing Gloria also on SNL?
No, never. No.
I thought you did do her. I thought it was like a Miami sketch.
Oh no, that was just a Miami girl.
Okay. Well, because she's super Miami, you know. She embodies what Miami is. But what we did was we took the conga song, right?
Yes.
And we put
we made it better.
We put farts over like every horn, like did we do that conga? So we did that, and then we were like, we want Gloria to hear this. So we were trying to get the audience to reach out to her, but before that, we actually had you pretend to be Gloria Estefan, and it was hilarious. And you called in, right? You called, and was it a conversation we had? Or
we had a phone call with you.
Yeah, you guys were like, Gloria, how did you come up with this song? And I think all I remember is I go, I was in the tub with bubbles. And I just was dancing. I don't remember how to even do the impression.
Yeah. That's right. And then we kept urging the audience. We're like, you got it. Please tag her. Please ask her. And then we got the call. Yeah. And then
did she ever come to?
No, but she did a recorded phone call.
Great.
And so did Emilio, her husband. And he was like, what key is that? What key is that for, Tom? Like he asked me that. And then
that's so cool.
And then she told the story about writing the song. Like we got to ask her, and then I was like, do you want to go on stage together? And like how we split ticket sales? And she was like, yeah, you need to talk to Sony. She was but she was hilarious about it. She was really
such
nice.
a good sport.
Isn't that the best when they just go along with it?
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm. When I did that Nickelback sketch on SNL, that was from a stand-up bit, but Nickelback, they loved it because that was an old lady dying. And that was her last words. I never made it as it was, man. And then just die at the end. But they were so cool about it. They like tweeted like, man, we'll always miss our biggest fan, Mrs. Gomez. She was the best. And I was just this old lady.
That's awesome.
And is that rare though when celebrities go along with it? Is that?
Yeah, because I don't. Well. Most of them do. I think comedians, we love ourselves, so we just want to hear all the impressions and everything of ourselves. But I think musicians maybe are more sensitive. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Well,
I never heard anything from Gaga. No. I hope she liked it.
You've done.
I think so.
It's so funny to think about now, though. Too like thinking about back in the day, which is only like less than a decade ago, but like being like, oh, this is the type of person like you that should be on an SNL. But then you go like, that's a crazy thing to say, like it's such a, I don't know. It's the peak. It's the top of the mountain.
I know. It is nuts. But once I actually started saying it out loud, I was like, it was going to happen.
Really?
I started practicing that like law of attraction. I started saying like the spring before I even got the show or knew it was coming up. I was just starting to say my name was in the credits.
Really?
I started pretending. I was
did
like,
not know that.
Yeah.
And so that was like you really
and I always thought that was crazy to do when people would just say like, I want to be on that show. I was for many years always like, oh, I can't say that. That sounds weird.
No, that's how you do it. That's what I remember, Tom. I used to do that with you. I'd be like, I'm manifesting. I'm going to be on Netflix. I'm going to do this. And that. That's always how you do it. And then you figure out a way it comes. And
so
cool,
you were saying that? Like, I'm going to be on SNL.
Yeah.
Really?
And I remember a time when you were kind of in between stuff and you would just crank out these impressions on Instagram. You did Haley Joel Osment. You did,
oh, man.
You did Gwen Stefani. But it was... I mean, you saw the talent. Everyone could see you.
Or wait, what's the brother? The Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Hey, it's great to be on your mom's house.
Oh my God.
I love this house. Can
take a nap here sometime?
Oh my god!
Man, these microphones sound real good with the impressions.
Yeah,
this is what I need to use.
Yes,
I'll just come over here on your off hours and I'll just work on some voices.
Dude, that is amazing.
Yeah, you guys.
So wait, you started putting it out there, and like, is this thing that you're telling your also whoever your rep? You're like, I want to be on. Like, get me an. Is that part of the conversation?
No, it's just more about me believing in it,
And believing in
myself.
it. Yeah,
that's I think the key to it.
And there's always these crazy stories. Like they're famous now. There's shows on them about the auditions. Was it like the most terrifying thing to audition?
Well, I auditioned first when I was 21, which I was a baby, but I did some solid impressions.
You did,
so I got that. But I wasn't a funny person.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think it's better to be a funny person.
And so this is how long between your first? So you did audition twice?
Yeah, I auditioned that time, and then 7 years later, I auditioned.
7 years later.
I think. Wait, let me do the math. I have to use my fingers to count.
That's how I count too.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Like when you do the tip at restaurants.
Oh yeah.
Oh, forget it.
Oh, I always go like, what's 10%? Multiply that.
I asked the waitress, what is it? Yeah. What are you? What's 10%?
Yeah, I think it's like, I don't know, 2009 or 2010 I auditioned, and then in 2016 I got the show.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
But hey, I mean, was it okay? So to go back to that, when you didn't get it in 2009 or 10, were you crushed? You're 21.
Yeah, I was
You're devastated by it.
Yeah, I was like, forget it. I'll just become a geologist.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was like, maybe I'm a rock. Maybe I'll just have to study dirt or something.
But you kept plugging away.
Now.
You're like, I'm a dirt digger now. Actually,
no, but I did. I was going to school. So, man,
For real?
I snort
Oh, you
tea.
went to school? Yeah.
I was just like at junior college. I didn't go to a real.
Okay.
I mean, not to say that's.
Wait, so
real.
you're saying you really did go back to school and you kind of gave up a little, and you were like, I'm
and I
gonna
was
do this
finding
thing?
other hobbies. I was doing polymer clay figuring, like I was making figurines and drawing and hiking. I was doing volunteer work for Whittier, like taking kids from schools on hikes to teach them about. Just because I was like trying to find other things, so I couldn't be near that comedy stuff, and I was feeling. But then I was feeling a lot of, you feel that sadness come up when you're just like, I should be doing this other thing. It alerts you, and then I kind of had to go back. It just will keep reeling you back in because you're meant to be doing it.
Mm-hmm. And that's when you started putting your stuff on Instagram?
Yeah, I think so. And then America's Got Talent happened, which was good. And then I was on the road. I was forced to like work on my stand-up more. And then, I always submitted a reel every summer. And then by the year that I didn't really care at all about it, I did a show with El Madrigal, and someone was there from SNL, and I just did my stand-up, actually. I didn't even focus on doing like straight impression stuff. And then,
And then you submitted again. So you're saying you submitted every season?
Almost
to
every
SNL.
season.
And would they say anything back to you?
They don't say anything back, no.
No feedback. No, she needs to work on blah, 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 blah.
No.
It's silence, radio silence.
Yeah.
So you send your final one out, and
someone's at the show, you said, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Someone's
Yeah. So I think that's how it kind of happened. And I did submit a reel again that year. But that show, I was just focused on like doing the bits I wanted to do.
Interesting. But no impressions. So then.
No, I think I had some impression bits. But they're formed in a way that makes me happy. Right. And then I auditioned for the show again. But I did it as my stand-up that time.
So your second audition.
Yeah. I was like, well, it should be what I'm comfy with, what makes me smile and light up. And that's it. What I walk away proud of. And being like, you know what? I like my material now.
Right.
That was kind of the place I was at.
Sure.
I was like, this makes me feel like me.
And do you find out right away? Is that how you find out or no?
No, it took like a few weeks.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. God, that is like the craziest.
And then I got my first back spasm. I've never had one of those, and I was like, oh no, and that thing hurt. I couldn't walk.
During your audition?
No, it was like during those weeks because it was so, I think, mentally just
draining.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That my back went out.
Wait, so you're living in Whittier with your parents at the time? Is this when you?
I had my own place. I moved out of my parents by like 22.
Okay, and then you submit to SNL. You just had a show in front of a person, the scout or whatever from SNL, and then your agent calls you and they're like, you're in this pool now of 50 applicants, because I'm sure the submissions are like, how many thousands, and now you're down to like the first cuts, the first rounds, or how does it work?
I think. No, I don't remember. I feel like they just kind of were like, well, you did. Man, they don't even think they say anything.
That's
and then
so
it was
crazy.
just kind of like a call. Well, now they're going to fly you back for meetings.
Okay, so
to
then
meet out everyone.
You go to New York, and you're 20. What? How old now?
When I got the show,
Yeah.
I was 27, going to be 28.
Oh my gosh! And you meet Lorne Michaels for that time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do a Lorne impression? Everybody.
Oh well, let Melissa do that. I think that's all I have.
Isn't that the word? Like auditioning, though, it's not the audition. It's that, especially if you want it and you like it, it's that waiting period to confirm.
Oh my God!
I remember when I auditioned for a movie, and the director was like, "I want you to play this part," and I was like, "Awesome!" And then the phone rang, and it was him, and I was like, "Hey, man!" And he goes, "Hey, great job today," and I go, "Thanks." He goes, "Wanted to say good job." I was like, "Are you not gonna update me on this at all?" And he's like,
so
"Oh, I don't know anything
rough.
yet." And I'm like, "All right." And then he did it a second time. He was like, "Hey,
no."
He goes, "Send it to the studio," and I go, "Yeah." He goes, and they liked it, and I was like, "And?" he goes, "So we'll wait and see what happens." I was like, "You are the fucking worst, man." I go, "Just don't call unless it's to tell me yes or no."
And those little pauses. Hey,
yeah, like little breathing, and he's like, "Just want to tell you,
You're great.
Good job today."
No, I'm not.
Sweet, man.
I know. So you go to New York for once, and then you come home after that, or do you stay in New York until you're cast?
I know. I came back home. Yeah.
And how did you feel? Do you remember after that first go round? What did you do for your audition? So you're meeting Lorne for the first time. Do you do your impressions for him that first time, like what Sandler talks about, where it's just him and like 3 other people?
No, I did like that. My audition, I did like my stand-up bits that included my impression stuff.
So that's just in front of Lorne and like
a few writers, I think. And then I went home, and then I went back for the meetings.
And did they laugh during your audition?
I think there were some giggles. Yeah.
Oh wow!
So how nuts is it, though, when it's like, "Hey, you're hired," and like you call your mom and your brother, like, you know what I mean? Isn't that a crazy conversation?
You know what was really sweet? That was the week of all the meetings with the writers and Lorne. I had that back spasm happen in New York, and I was like, oh God. I was in my head about just all of it and myself. I was like, I don't know. And then my parents were outside my hotel. They flew from LA to be in New York with me.
And you didn't surprise you?
They surprised me. Yeah.
Oh
They just
my
wanted to. They're
gosh.
so excited. They've been on this journey for so long. They love it.
That's adorable.
And they were there, and I was like crying. I was like, they're the best. And then they were still there in New York because my sister and brother lived there too, so they were hanging out with them too. And I flew back to LA. They were still in New York, and I get the call. My other brother in LA picked me up in his Jeep, and I called my parents. I was like, "Put me on speaker! Put me on speaker!" I was like, "I got it!" And then,
my God.
yeah, it was just, it was insane. It's insane.
That's so cool.
It's amazing.
It's so weird. Yeah, and then for my parents, they're like, you don't understand. We watched this as teens. Like, this was our show too. It's
That's
crazy.
right. That's right.
It's so special.
When you were not between your first and second audition, were you still like, when you came back to like, I want to do it, were you watching regularly, or did you check it out sometimes?
I think I checked it out sometimes. I think there was always that, that feeling when you want to be on a show, but you're not. It's like that weird.
Yeah.
I think I was always like,
I don't want to get too invested. But
it's very weird. But I think I watched a bit, like some.
Because there are those real stalker, psycho, sociopath types that watch every episode. They're out there. You know what I mean? And they. Oh yeah, they're right. There's one here. That's right. Yep, Josh Potter. Every single episode
so crazy.
of a 40-year show.
Jeez.
How many episodes a season do you do?
Like 20, 21?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of screen time. He can tell you what
He's got a
sketches
good
you've been
laugh
in.
back
there.
Yeah. He'll tell you. I bet you right now, if I go like, "Were you in this sketch?" He's like, "Yeah, she was. She was in episode, and that aired October 21st."
Josh, he's
2014."
nervous. He is nervous to see her. I could tell.
Yeah.
He's starstruck.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean this sincerely. Super proud of you.
Oh my gosh,
Thanks,
100%.
Yeah.
Thank
When we
you.
heard that you got it, like Tom and I were so happy. I think everybody was in the comedy world.
It's so weird to be so joyful for somebody in this business. Like most of the time, you're like, that guy's a piece of shit. But then, like when sometimes there's somebody who you're like, man, I really hope the best things happen for that.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
And that was you.
But that was really nice too. I felt that with comics, like at the store and everything. Like just everyone was pretty
so
sweet.
Proud of you because you're like everybody's little sister, and
that's how I always feel.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
now
nice.
you're just a huge star, and we're just so proud of you. And your impressions are so amazing, and you're so talented.
Thank you.
And I hope you do your impressions for us today.
In New York, is it weird? Like in New York, there's blacks, there's Jews, there's Dominican. Is it off-putting? Right. So I have.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Tom.
What if she was like, yeah, dude, it sucks. So there's so many. There's so many.
Do you think that retarded people should compete in the regular Olympics?
Will you stop?
If they have the aptitude.
You started this.
I did not. I was talking about race. So.
Just.
Okay. She's going to say, she's a sweet girl. If somebody with limited abilities in the mind,
only mental
limitations, was physically capable of competing at the highest level, do you think they should be allowed to compete? You know what I mean? Like if somebody with like a brain with brain damage.
What he's trying to say is a Down syndrome guy who can run really fast, faster than most regular Olympians. Shouldn't he be able to run alongside Usain Bolt? Why do they have to have the Special Olympics? You know what I'm saying? Like if they have the same talent and aptitude, what's the problem?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right.
It's discrimination is what I'm trying to say.
No, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. She's on my side.
It's a really good point.
And do you think they should also be delivering our groceries?
I don't know.
Yeah. So, have you ever heard of erotic hypnosis? I would like to show you something.
Okay, just tell me what that is.
Oh. Before? No. You ever seen it done?
Yes.
School, fair?
TV.
What'd you think?
It's weird. It's fake.
Okay.
This guy's
You're
a
nervous, aren't
hypnotist,
you?
which is always a problem. I mean,
Yeah.
have you ever gone to a hypnotist show or anything?
No, but I've seen them at NACA and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think they did this stuff.
Yeah. This guy.
Orgasm now.
Oh dear.
Spank. Spank.
You guys.
Come for me. And sleep.
Oh my gosh.
Sleep deeply.
No thanks. I don't need to see. Look
See,
at Melissa.
usually- I
She's
know.
so sweet. Why are you showing her this?
Now you're kneeling. And obedient to my words.
Oh jeez.
It's so sexy. Send shivers through your
This
body.
is bad. This
Shivers
is.
of pleasure.
He's in trouble, yes? Or is this?
This is his show. This is his audition for Lorne. This is
Can they do this?
I guess.
I
don't
guess
know.
she's consenting. I hope. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, if I've been to like back in college, and
Yeah,
usually
that's
they're
what they
like,
would
yeah,
colleges.
they go. The person next to you smells, and you see the person going like, oh, they do like silly things.
Yeah.
But this guy's like, come for me.
Yeah.
It's like-
I'm so glad we shared this with Melissa, our sweet little sister. You think you could find something else, maybe?
I was reviewing the footage.
No, this is really funny, but.
2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Orgasm now.
Ew,
20 times stronger.
cochino.
Ew is right.
20 times
Did
stronger.
you say cochino too?
Pleasure.
No, I don't know.
And bliss.
I'm gonna puke. I don't want to. He's so
Spank.
creepy.
Come for me.
Ew!
I
Stop!
still feel the same intensity of the best orgasm.
Oh my god, I'm gonna barf. Seriously, dude, he is so. Melissa, you don't have to look.
All
Look
the
away.
weights and burdens and responsibilities.
I can't stop looking.
He's
know.
so
Take a deepest
gross.
breath. Come now hard. You feel all your stresses and tensions melt away. Pleasure. Embrace me.
Ew.
Embrace me with all your passion.
Oh, Jesus.
You just came.
See,
Hey.
it feels like it's some type of abuse in a way, maybe.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. BDSM erotic hypnosis.
But everybody who does this signed up for it. You know what I mean?
It seems real creeper.
Yeah.
Real creeper. Would you do it, Melissa? Is this one of your next sketches?
No.
What about for like $500?
Do you want to think about your answer?
No, I would never do this.
No, you
Never?
shouldn't, no.
Look at
Come
that
for me.
guy.
Oh,
Come now hard.
I
you're into
don't
it.
like him at all.
I don't like
though.
him at all. He's such a nerd. Like, what if it was an attractive magician or a hypnotherapist? Like, who's your favorite celebrity crush?
Javier Bardem.
I love Javier
yeah.
Bardem.
He's so hot.
Yeah. If he was like, Melissa, come right now.
Okay, then.
Well,
I'm there,
I don't think he
guess.
would say it like that.
Melissa, come right now.
Melissa, ven conmigo.
I like him too. He's creepy and weird a little, Javier.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
I
I
need
like
that
that.
little bit of creepy.
He's
Yeah.
kind of creepy. Yeah.
I like Benicio del Toro, but he's more scummy than creepy, but I like that look too.
Wait, the Del Toro guy that wrote.
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro.
Oh, I'm thinking
This guy.
Guillermo.
Yeah.
I'm
This
thinking.
fucking
Oh
psycho.
man, I'm thinking the dude that wrote Shape of Water.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not that smart. No. But I like Javier Bardem too.
Yeah, I see.
He's scummy. I like him. I like that real masculine.
You like
Look at that black and
Latin-
white photo. That's cool.
You like that Latin
Yeah.
scumbag
I
look.
love that.
Yeah,
That's
I think
my
I like
lane.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Latin scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come now.
Ew, I don't.
Let's work.
Squirt.
Hey.
It says squirt. What if you had a guy, Melissa, like you're okay? No, let's just what if?
Melissa,
Okay.
ven conmigo.
Okay, Javier, I'm there.
She's ready. She
Yo,
wants Javier.
what if Javier was into this hypno slave stuff and you had to do this? Like, would you do this with a guy? With
No,
with
but I don't
consent?
like how they film it. I don't like any of that.
Yeah, not. But what if it was in private life and you're like, all right, I guess.
Would you date a magician? That's what we're trying to get to.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a good
No,
answer.
what?
A magician?
You don't like magic?
Not like that.
Would you do this?
Would I do what?
Hypno slaving.
Would I be the slave?
No, I would be the hypnotist, and I'm like, you gotta come, Tom.
Oh
You're
my
like,
god. Nobody wants to see a man.
Nobody
come
wants to see
at all.
That's why there's no men being
Ever.
hypnotized
It's
on
all
the show.
women like shivering, like, oh my god. But guys, are
I
like,
just maybe I'm just upset that she's. I would want her to sit somewhere
yeah.
comfy.
Well,
not,
also, why
not
does
fall on
and
him.
yeah, why does he
That's
get a
he's
cop of
plan-
feel? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, come here.
Give
I'll
her
help
a
you
little
out.
pillow. What's
Yeah.
the beanbag?
Yeah, beanbag chair.
Like separate a bit.
Yeah.
Let her
I
sit
agree, like,
separate.
standing-
That's what that bugs me.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like him.
That's right. How it feels to follow my instructions like this.
I'm really okay with this. We can go to the next.
Describe how the sensation of my touch feels.
Oh,
in
see,
your
he's
body.
he's getting more touches in.
That's all. This is all.
Can you think of anywhere in your body that you wouldn't want to be touched right now?
No.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Oh, he is. He's touching it. Oh shit,
Whoa.
dude. What
Wait,
the fuck is
wait,
this?
but Tom,
Wait a minute. Where did you get this?
This is porn. This isn't.
I think you
how I
might have
feel
sent
right
this to
now.
me.
I sent this
Stop it.
Yeah, I mean, I prepped this in January, and then we
What?
stopped.
in January.
Yeah, we had because YouTube had the apocalypse, and it's like this is definitely not something they're going to be cool with.
But this was I've never seen this.
I mean, maybe you didn't get to this part of it. I mean, this is like
Maybe
a
I came faster?
Yeah, it's a
Is that what you're
15-minute video. I mean, I definitely got it off like X videos or something.
I was like trying to watch it. All right.
Tom, but did you notice when he's like, "Where on your body does it feel?" And she goes, "Nowhere," and he goes, "Awesome."
Yeah.
Like
He
says
said
it
that,
like
awesome?
a fucking nerd. Yeah, he goes,
That's
"Awesome."
really cool. that
Thanks. I love you to jizz.
You could come for me.
Come for me.
All right, let's cleanse our palate. This is gross,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
All right, let's just watch this.
Fucking phone right here. Y'all phone was already all broke up. Don't fucking goddamn tell
So he just
What
flipped-
happened? Why did he do that?
He got mad at her and he just flipped her off the bed.
Why does she love it so much?
Well,
I don't
it's
like it as
fun.
much as you do.
Well,
I like it. It's fun.
What can I see it again?
Absolutely.
I just couldn't see where.
Y'all broke up. Don't fucking goddamn tell me.
Who is videoing it though?
I like that little laugh.
I think the part that makes me giggle is the growl.
Yeah, the growl is great. And also, she seemed old, which is kind of funny, too. Like, she can't tolerate that fall at all. It's not like a kid that can, like, just bounce off the ground. Like, she was like,
That does make me laugh when it's elderly people in peril. I don't know what that's about. Like, remember the propeller one where the person was being airlifted and they kept going really fast around?
Who's giggling? The guy?
Yeah, that was...
Man, these are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can thank the audience for that.
Yep.
Oh, they find... sweet.
Yeah. It's pretty good, right?
Crowdsourced material.
Yeah, can you find that old helicopter lady? Yeah, when we...
That one's really funny.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
like
great.
it when it's old people getting hurt. I don't know why. Maybe because like they're gonna die anyways.
Will you tell me?
I see that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't... I like, old people getting fucked up a little bit. Not like permanently.
Right. But like,
It's funnier to me though when than an able-bodied, like young person.
Right.
Elderly stuff.
Yeah.
You know, like the old Benny Hill sketches where like an old like, and then like she gets run over by a car. That makes
that's
me
pretty
laugh.
aggressive.
Or piano falls on her or something like that.
Yeah,
This is the best
Okay, we
clip
gotta
of all
set this
time.
up so that she knows. Sorry, it's gonna be on this screen, but
Okay.
there's a lady that was out on a trail, like on a hike, an older lady, and she was like, needed to be rescued. So they sent the helicopter to airlift her out, and it just doesn't go right. So just watch. just remember, there's a 74-year-old lady in that in that pack. Okay. Wait.
It's already getting.
The voice is the best.
Dude, look how fast that's going.
No, I'm gonna pee my pants. Oh man.
Oh shit. She's like, what the fuck?
There you go. Let him down. What? Let's just keep going. I mean,
Why? Is that from the wind?
He's like, I don't know. Just get her the fuck out of here. This bag's gonna be full of vomit when we get back. Oh my gosh.
And shit.
Oh man.
My
Yeah.
God.
That's really. That's
It
so
gets me
funny.
every time.
Dude, it is fucking so fast.
I love this. You know what? I love this stuff.
I know. Me
I know. It's so great.
Good.
There's no laugh like that. You know what I mean? Like
No.
it's hard to tell a joke as funny as that.
I know.
Yeah. Where you're just like, oh, that's fucking perfect.
What else you got for us, Segura?
What do I have? This is just in my horrible or
No,
hilarious
please,
file.
not again.
Oh yeah.
No,
She needs to see that.
Please,
Yeah.
nobody wants this.
I don't like the knife things, like if they get hurt. You know what I mean? Like that.
This is cute.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh no, this one seemed too real for me.
See?
You hit him with the car.
Yeah, he's
fine.
hurt. He's very hurt.
He's
Melissa.
fine. He's fine.
Yeah, go
we
ahead.
checked. See how he looks? He's like, you're all right, man.
Bakuda.
Bakuda.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It means stuck.
The other guy doesn't care.
What was the goal here?
To back that up and not hit him was the goal.
No. I mean, like before. Why was the car charging at him? What was he doing?
That guy was just trying to back up into the garage. And then he just didn't know.
And then he.
I see.
Right.
I thought the driver was looking
No, he's
at
backing
him.
up.
That would have been really.
No, and then he
I
accidentally paralyzed that man, and that's the funny part.
Wait, is he driving forward?
Oh no.
I think, but that's a dashboard cam.
Oh no. I don't like that. That scream made me.
Is it
sad.
a dashboard cam or is it a rear? Do
I
people
don't
have them
know.
on a rear?
No. I don't like it. No.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. But anyways, we did fear
That one
as you
stresses
did.
me
Yeah.
I don't like that
I think
one.
I think it's funnier from a distance. Like that thing.
But I love his scream. You know, the way that he
I know the
yells
first one is good.
is really
but then
good.
the other ones get real.
Yeah.
Yeah, when his legs are not working and stuff.
No, we checked. We
He's
actually
okay?
Yeah, it was a big story in Taiwan, and we had listeners there who ended up emailing us that it was on like all the local shows, and that everyone thought when they saw, like when I first showed that clip to Dr. Drew, he's
Sorry,
like,
I thought
he's
of
like his
something
legs
else.
are going. What'd you
No. I think there's a real bad clip out there that I've seen. And it's so horrible, but also, why is that? The same time of horrible things, but
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
That's what this clip's called. Horrible or
Okay.
hilarious. Wait, what did you see that was so?
I don't remember. My brother showed me. I think a lady got eaten up by an escalator.
Oh, we've seen that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the kids just watching it.
Yeah, he's like, where'd it go? And it's like, oh, mom's gone. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know if this is real. I don't know. I don't know.
You mean she went into it?
I think it chopped up.
Yeah.
Is that? Am
that
I
even
crazy?
possible?
No, maybe it's not.
I've seen that. I've seen it. Yeah. Where the where
Really?
the escalator opens, people, and then it just closes.
Yeah.
What?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sean,
Google that
I bet
shit,
no.
man.
It might be
me in-
too dark. I don't know.
it's not. It's right on point for the show. Go ahead and look that
let's
up.
find that.
No, we can't do this. Maybe show. Have you ever
What's
seen
this?
the kid
I
from?
want to know how to ski. One thing I didn't know how to do is fly.
So drunk.
Oh God. No.
Oh. I like that.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Do it again.
He
I
got
like
hurt a
that
little
one.
bit.
Let me see from the beginning because I like that he's like kind of a drunk, arrogant.
Yeah.
I like the accent.
See, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Wait, I
That's
want to
real
say it
pain,
again. I
yeah.
want to say it again.
I want to know how to ski. One thing I didn't know how to do is fly.
Yeah, he's hammered.
Uh,
He's hammered.
Yeah.
He-
Oh yeah. It's like that went right into his ribs, you know.
But I like it because he's being a drunk idiot.
Yeah,
And like
I
you
know.
kind of get what you deserve
I
on
know.
that.
I just want to see someone a little more hurt than that, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the sound he makes. That one doesn't.
You guys are like opening up like a box here in my soul.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
felt like
Is this it? Horrific escalator accident?
It might not be good.
Native?
This might be really bad.
Which do any of these look
I
familiar
don't know.
to you?
I shouldn't show you any of this. I think it's real bad. We shouldn't watch this.
Yeah, just mute
Is
it.
this it?
Oh God.
Yeah, I
What
don't
you were
think
about
it's.
to see will haunt you.
No, I don't think we
shit.
should watch.
Yeah, I don't want
this.
children
I don't think
getting
we should
hurt.
watch. No.
I can't have children.
No, this is
getting
awful.
hurt.
This might be really. This is
Okay.
awful.
Is this
that's
it?
all
Is
right.
this it?
Oh,
Yeah, don't watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. No, don't watch
Oh my
it.
god!
Don't watch it. I can't. No, yeah,
How does
that's
it
the
open
one.
up?
It's not funny. It is not funny.
But how does that even? Oh my god! The kid's out. The kid's out. Oh my god!
Oh, it's fine. The mom's just.
Oh,
hurt.
they're fine.
Okay.
A panel falls away.
When they step off and then
Oh
she falls into
my
it.
god!
Oh, but she's okay.
The woman, she did not
and
survive.
did not survive.
Oh fuck. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
my god! The woman didn't survive.
But you know, maybe she was, not a good person or something.
Yeah. What a horrible way to die.
Yeah. So I've seen other. One of my friends showed me a clip of a guy riding one down, and it opened midway, like the thing just separated, and then it just
scary.
closed, and they just kept going.
I use the steps at all times.
Yeah.
I would
if
not
I
too.
can. When you guys go on the road, what floor level do you pick? Because I always like 2 or 3 so I could run down the stairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? You don't trust the elevator?
I don't
or
know.
Fires?
Escalator. I just feel like I need to know where the staircase is at so I could bolt.
No, I go higher up so I
Okay.
don't. The riffraff's lower and away from the elevators. I'm a horrible person.
I like being high up, but if it's a hotel that has like sometimes small hotel, 5 floors, I just don't want to stay on one. I don't like staying on one.
Yeah,
one
that's. I
sucks.
understand that because
Yeah.
someone could just walk in and go,
I don't
"Hey,
like it.
give me your undies right now,
Yeah.
bub."
Yeah, I've seen your Cameo vids. Give me those panties.
Are you gonna do Cameo?
What is this?
Okay, can we get
I thought
Josh
this
on?
was spam because people mess like those. You know how you get requests on Instagram? People ask about it, but I'm like, I don't like that.
So we were all in the same place until very recently, and then Josh here can fill you in. Josh, what is? Can you explain to Melissa what Cameo is first?
Cameo is where celebrities can go on and people can pay them money to do personalized messages.
So I go like, Melissa, My friend Josh, it's his birthday. Right? Like here's
can you wish
you
him a
set your
happy
price.
birthday?
Will you send him a 30-second video that says happy birthday, and then you get paid to do that. So they hit up Josh just from being here and being a comic, and he in the last week and a half has done over 85 of them.
Yes. I've discovered I have a special niche for my content on Cameo, and apparently it struck a chord with
great.
everybody.
Good for you.
So I'm
Congrats.
excited. Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to tell her what you do?
I'm a Cameo sex worker.
So you could do anything. There's no rules.
My specialty is feet and shoulder hair.
People like feet.
People love feet. It's a real I mean, if you wanted to get involved, I'm sure you could charge a premium.
He's getting $100 per right now.
Yeah, you could get 1,000.
Is there paperwork or anything, or you can't get in trouble, or anyone gets after you? Like
the Cameo folks seem very happy with my work, and they have relayed as such, and they seem to know what I'm doing.
How involved is the sign-up process as a star?
If you have over 20,000 followers, they contact you. As you mentioned, you probably thought it was spam or something, but I am sure that they would be very honored if you joined. And you don't have to do feet stuff. That's just my particular.
I like birthday messages and stuff.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah.
You would get so many.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It would be overwhelming.
It would be
That's
a lot.
one thing is I get nervous.
But you can also shut it down. Like you can take a break, right? You could be like, I'm not
Well, yes,
free
but
right
it
now.
gets, I would imagine, I mean, I sometimes feel guilt when I can't fulfill all of the requests, you know?
Jesus, man. How do you want my shoulder hair? But
I know, it's like I
don't
feel
have
bad.
the
Now I
time.
have to think of Gary and, Winnipeg, who's just doesn't get his content that he wanted. And
His content.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll tell you, it seems a bit demeaning. It's demeaning work.
Cameo in general, or just my particular?
Cameo, yeah, it seems it's a
But it's
lot.
its own separate app. You know, it's
its own
thing.
app. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you're a pretty busy lady with SNL and all.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
would you like to do it?
no.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
I'm
Wait, was someone asking you? Or
It's the
I could have
president-
my
it's the
team
president
reach
of
out,
Cameo.
yeah.
Just sending him a message.
Team reach out.
Yeah. My
Not
Cameo
right
team.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me know.
Thank you.
And I'm not on it. I'm not going to get a piece of this. I was just trying to, make you happy.
Thanks.
Problem.
What other funny videos do you have for her?
Do you do Irish accents?
I don't do accents.
No
well.
accents?
I really don't.
What if you listen to it a lot? Do you think?
Maybe. I think, but I
Did
get.
you have like that mimic quality? Where you
I have to. I know I could do it, but I get nervous because I want to do it correctly because I get nervous that I'm going to do it wrong.
Yeah, I'm
people
with
are going to
you.
be like, "Hey, that's not how we sound."
Right.
So I just avoid it all costs.
Mm-hmm.
But then sometimes SNL will be like, "Can you do this for the sketch?" I'm like,
So have
but
you-
I'll just like watch a lot of videos
You
and
will.
practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite impression to do?
Oh boy. Man, it gets so quiet on the headphones. Okay.
I know.
I think it's always what's newer. I feel like
Yeah.
Billie Eilish has been new.
I love her. I know when you did it for me in
Yeah.
the green room at the Comedy Store, and I was so excited.
Yeah, so this is her singing, okay?
Okay.
It's beautiful, by the way. Okay. Don't you know I'm no good for you? I've learned to lose. You can't afford to. Quiet when I'm coming home. Oh, hold on. My throat needed to be cleared. I'm on my own. I can lie, say I like it like that,
Jesus
That's
Christ.
That's it's okay. Yeah,
It's
that's
amazing.
Yeah,
Do
I
her
felt like I did
talking.
it better.
Will you do
but-
her talking?
Yo, this is Billie Eilish. I love burritos and I have Invisalign.
That's so true. She does
Bro.
love burritos. She's
Laughs
always
like that.
talking about
And
I swear, dude, if you put me in like a Taco Bell right now, I would eat everything in there. No one else would get to have a taco because that's definitely my addiction.
That's what,
She kind of has like a little marble talk.
Yes.
She's like, I hope you guys like my new album.
Yeah.
But then she sings like a little angel.
Yeah, she's coming on the new season, right?
Yeah, she's a premiere.
She's the premiere. Are you're gonna?
I hope so.
I hope you do something.
I hope so.
I love when the celebrity, like we were saying, is game. You know,
I know, that's the one thing.
And when you do the
If they're game.
impersonator and the person who they're impersonating,
That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do this year is do the impression with the celeb.
Yeah.
And both do two. I
Well,
just think that's the best.
I'm going to see her in Vegas September 22nd.
That's awesome.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if I'll get to meet
Oh.
her.
We're doing a festival
doing a
together,
festival that she's
so they're
doing.
on the lineup
We're on the
together.
same bill. It doesn't mean, but
still, you get tickets to go see her, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
Hello.
you got the pass.
I'm going to go talk to her. Yeah. Okay, and then she did.
Yo, Christina, I love your comedy, and I think you're really cool.
I love it. I love it so much. And we're talking about how do you do this? How the fuck do you do this? Tell me your method.
I think, like I was telling you the other night at the Comedy Store, what works for me is watching a bunch of videos, watching a lot of them for a while, not even attempting, going to sleep, and then giving it some moment, and then it starts kind of flickering on my face.
Ask if this is the same for you. Well, one time I talked to somebody who did impressions well, and I said, like, how do you know you can do it? And he said it's one of those things where, like, you eat in the moment, you go like, I can do that, or I can't. Like you try it, and it's either starts to feel like I can do this, or you're like, oh, that's one I can't do. He's like, it pretty quickly figures out whether it's one you're going to be able to do.
Yeah, I feel like it's just sitting. For me, it's just listening and watching them for a while, not even trying, and then after I sleep in the morning, I feel
Then
it.
you feel
Yeah.
it.
Wow. Yeah.
And then, do you ever
Usually.
get bummed out about like one you want to do, and you're like, fuck, I can't do that one?
I feel, no, I think I set out and get
The
them,
ones you wanna
the ones
do.
I want to do because
Yeah.
I love them, and then.
But do you have an intuition as to who you can do? You're like, I could do, Billie Eilish. You kind of intuitively know, and you know who to stay away from, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's just people that are fun. It's people that make me excited. I think, I watched all Fleabag seasons this summer.
Yeah.
And I didn't even attempt. Sometimes that's what's good too, is not pressuring myself. Every time we pressure ourselves, it's just not going to work. But sometimes when you're just there for them, like going to the movies or watching a show, and you're like, God, I'm so invested. I love this character. But I'm not even thinking about doing an impression. I mean, then later I was like, oh, I could do the Fleabag
That girl?
character,
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah. So it was, I don't know. It's just fun when.
Well, let me inspire you.
John Gallagher got up on the phone and started giving out about my mother. My mother's going for an operation tomorrow. John, the fella with the dickie's nose for a face. I beat you 7 days a week with your big dickie's nose in you. I'm here in Dublin with Michael Vandal. I'm telling you, you won't beat me. When I say you won't beat me, you won't beat me with your dickie's nose in you. I never heard of a good Gallagher in their life.
Irish.
Yeah. Jeez.
What's going on?
That's
there?
intense.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This
is a big thing amongst some of the Irish travelers. Is
they find this?
They put fight challenge videos out.
Oh.
And then another guy will return his. You know what I mean? And they keep challenging each
Well,
other.
what was he saying?
Oh, that was all English.
Okay.
But he was basically just saying
someone online that he was getting mad at?
Yeah, that he's just like, I'm right here. I'm in Dublin, and if you want to catch these hands, you can come get it. You know. Yeah.
You translated.
Yeah.
Man, that was intense.
I know.
Pretty good, right? Yeah.
I'm so depressed
Why?
about that. I don't know. It makes me sad for people when I see them threatening people on the internet.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
I know.
Like, just go to that person's house and fuck with them, you know?
Yeah.
And why put it on the internet? It's
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah.
Keep it private, man.
Yeah.
You're not into that at all?
No.
Okay.
You're working on Steve Buscemi. But it's kind of, so I have a bit about how I want to I like to, I don't want to do the bits for you guys. I mean, I do. I just want to see the impression so good. This is it.
That's so good.
It's just a face.
No, but that's the mouth, right? That is the mouth. That's what he does. Yeah.
I did my bit. I actually met up with him for coffee last summer because I want to do a movie with him someday. Like I want him to play my dad and us just be like dumb idiots, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I do an impression of you, and he was laughing. And the way he laughed, it was just like, he's the best.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I wish I could do that one. I guess I wish I could do his actual voice. I would love to do more. I love the male impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things I hated about the Groundlings when I did it is that I inherently wanted to do male characters.
Yeah.
And I was reprimanded, and they said, you can't do men. You only have to do women. I thought, yeah, but in comedy, men dress as women. Monty Python, they made a whole career of it.
Yeah.
Why can't I do male characters?
So funny, too.
Fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I hated the Groundlings after that.
My two favorite things this last season on SNL, they were short, but they meant a lot to me. I did Waterboy. I had, and then I was Tekashi 6ix9ine, and like a real cut to short, but I was dressed as him, and I was like, that was so much fun to just be the dude.
Yeah.
Well, because it's as you're proof of, it doesn't matter. If you can do the impression.
Yeah. Well, and I wasn't doing Tekashi's. I was definitely just myself, jolly. So I think that was the funny part.
Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
What?
Right.
Oh yeah. I was like so happy. I think that's what Colin wanted, was like.
Is he in prison now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor guy. Pobrecito.
Pobrecito.
Ay, pobrecito.
Ay, pobre Tekashi.
Do you say pobrecito? I say cochino.
yeah.
I say cochino when that guy earlier, the hypnotist.
Yeah.
We see that in our family, like
Yeah.
if someone's being nasty.
Yeah.
Being the
Cochino.
gross guy, cochino.
Yeah, cochino, asqueroso.
You have real good Spanish. I
Salvaje.
don't. I just know a
No.
few little
But
words.
that's an important one. That carries you for a
Cochino,
long ways,
yeah.
cochino.
Yeah, if I see a guy being gross, I'm like, cochino.
Yeah.
And then, pobrecito.
Oh, I hear that one a lot.
I hear that a lot.
His mother says that for the dogs all the time. Ay, pobrecito.
Right. My nana
Qué
says that to me. My grandma, she's like, ay, pobrecita. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm just eating chips. I'm fine. Ay, pobrecita.
Look how lonely,
Ay, pobrecita.
pobrecita, eating chips alone.
Do they call you Flaca?
My mom did a little bit.
Yeah.
Growing up, I was Skinny Bone Jones.
Oh,
Skinny
yeah.
Bone Jones.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Did anyone?
Yeah,
get-
Skinny Bone Jones.
Yeah, I think
Totally.
at school I was called Skinny
Yeah.
Bone Jones.
My mom said, like, Tommy, you couldn't be any more disgusting.
Yeah,
Did you see
that's
my mom's
good.
fart video?
No.
Oh,
What the
wow.
hell?
You got
Real farts?
This.
Real
yeah,
fart.
Real fart.
That's
But
a
in-
cool mom.
In the
Yeah.
she doesn't know she's being recorded. It was it was a game changer. And we threw the TMZ effects on, so because I knew it would get ripped. But the fart is 100% real. Is this it here? Check out on this screen right here. She doesn't know I'm recording her. I come up behind her.
Look at her face. Oh my god.
Yo no me son anymore.
That was one of the best farts ever.
8.57 seconds.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
oh, that's so funny.
I had to pay so much to be able to just show it.
You know, I was asking myself this one moment, and I was thinking, how long does it take for a fart smell to go away, you think?
Oh, it's interesting.
depends
That's
on the
really
fart.
I should time
interesting.
that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But it depends on the
I
fart, the
know.
density, and the how sticky.
Yeah, there's like my
Yeah.
dad has some real intestinal issues.
Okay.
And like I've shared a hotel room where he farted, and I was like, "Well, I'm gonna go have a drink now." And
So it'll take a few hours.
No, and came back, smelled exactly like he just farted.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, but then there's ones where you fart right, and you're like especially like a noisy one. You're like, "There's nothing there." I don't even.
I know.
Yeah.
I haven't had Whoppers in a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's more with nerves because during SNL when I'm filming, I hold them in. But all
Oh,
summer I was
right.
like, I didn't have any
Oh,
have
but
any
like-
big parties going on down there.
But like Sunday morning, you're like, whew. fucking stinks.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah.
After all that, yeah.
No, but nerves do that. I mean, I've had
think
that
it's
like after a
nerves.
show where you're like, your stomach is, you hold it in, you know, like you're,
Yeah.
like all the emotions are like in your guts, basically.
Where was I? I was just somewhere a day or two ago, and I was like, hold it in, and then I just ripped. I let it go in public, and a woman rocked right through it. I was like, oh well, there it goes. It was good.
Whenever I shop, I always have to poo.
Really?
Like if I'm at a bookstore or looking at clothes, I'm like, there's.
You have to shit. And do you go publicly or do you take it
Oh
home?
yeah, no, I always find the restroom.
Yeah, I don't know these people that are like, I can't poop in public. Like, that's super lame. Now, most importantly, do you pee in the shower? Yeah. So do we. How about
I mean, that's a drain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bathtub, no.
No.
Sometimes a pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're big pool
Man,
peers.
you guys, we really click.
We do, yeah. And by the way,
We're
that's
pool
all I need
peers.
to know about someone to be good friends with them.
Yeah.
So-
Thanks. Good.
What about the ocean? You pee in the ocean?
I don't even go to the ocean. I don't like the beach stuff. But
Really?
but yes, I've gone plenty in the ocean, in the sea.
In the Atlantic, it just feels like more Atlantic, you know?
A shark just goes away. No.
No.
It's great. Yeah.
No, I've done that.
Can you imagine the insanity of leaving a shower to sit on the toilet and pee? I mean, it's
What
just,
happened? Oh.
I didn't speak loud enough.
Oh, you
so
got-
the gate closed. I'm a low talker.
Whoa. Oh, I see. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
It's got to hear it. Like when I do stand-up shows, we do sound check. They're like,
Mhm.
sound good. I'm like, turn it up because the audience is going to be like, huh?
Yeah.
Because I talk like this.
Yeah. I know.
Tom and I are low talkers. We're not yellers. Around the house, too, even he and I like whisper to each other.
I also don't like
But
loud
isn't-
environments.
Oh, we
I
don't
don't
like
like a
loud
loud
things.
restaurant. I don't like that loud bars.
That's what I don't like when you have to shout out. You know what? I get fed up because, well, I mean, it's cool to go to parties and SNL parties, but the music's blaring. Everyone's yelling. And I give up at a certain point. I'm like, I'm going to keep it here and you're just going to have to reach real close.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to do any more.
Now that's a famous, right? The after show party, the SNL. Isn't that like a big, like every week is it a new location?
Yeah, but they'll go back to the same restaurant after a while. But
And it's always what, a catered party, food, drinks kind of thing?
it's always a great restaurant. Yeah. But I think it depends. If I'm in an episode and I do well, then the party's fun.
Exactly.
But if I'm not really in an episode and I feel low about myself, the last thing I don't want to do is be at a party.
Yeah, that's so.
It's so hard. It's so weird. It's constant
That makes
change.
complete sense, though.
Yeah.
It only doesn't make sense to somebody who doesn't perform ever. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. I think like having comics and friends come visit the show, I appreciate it because they know the highs and lows of it. And sometimes with family and friends, people that don't know entertainment, they're there. They're like, this is the dream. And then sometimes I'm just like, I'm cut out from everything tonight. And I don't want you to be here.
I learned it's
You know what I
different
mean?
when
It's
you're.
just,
Of
it's just
course.
weird. It's all in here, and it's
all in
hard
there.
to.
I learned to lie to my dad, but like a just to avoid the explanation of things. When he goes, where are you? And I go, I'm in, Hartford or whatever. How was the show tonight? I just go, it was great. It was great because there was like years where you go like, oh, tonight it kind of sucked, and then he goes, why? And you're like, I don't know. I mean, it just was kind of a shitty show. What'd you do?
And then you have to go back into it, yeah.
And but also
they don't
like he also doesn't
Yeah,
understand.
I
Like,
know.
You're like, well, the audience kind of. He's like, well, have you tried? And you're like, oh my god, I don't actually want like a comedy conversation with you.
Yeah,
So now
I know.
I just always go like, it was great.
Mhm.
How was the show? It was awesome.
Yeah.
Great audience. It was great.
Yeah.
No matter
I think
what.
I do that too. I just
Yeah.
go, it was good.
Yeah.
And then what do you do so you work all week and you're working on a sketch and then you get cut, meaning Lorne will decide on what, Saturday evening?
It's a mix of everyone. I mean, it's such a big group, so it's all out of control. So there's writers and there's, Lauren, and then also the host. Sometimes the host is like, oh, I don't like that sketch for me because I didn't have as much fun in that. So it's really not even.
It's arbitrary. There's a lot of things that go into being cut, but that happens last minute, right? Like Saturday afternoon or something.
Yeah, or right before the live show.
Oh, so you're all juiced up and you're like, I'm going to get to do my Billie Eilish and blah, 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 blah. And then it's, sorry, who tells you it's cut? How do you find out?
Usually in the meeting, like before, they'll be like, "Oh, this is cut from the show. This is cut,"
and then-
or we'll see it on the wall what sketches aren't that
and
go
then
on the side.
Do you have to pretend like you're cool You're just whatever. Like, how do you handle it?
Yeah, I usually just put my head down and just sit there and like twiddle my fingers.
Oh.
But I did write this. What's cool about last year is I started like a journal that was just all positive things, and I wrote gratitude, like all good stuff. And I did learn a good lesson last season was that everything I had, I shined in, and it was the right timing for me. So that's what I'm going to keep going, try to keep going there for, is just to keep reminding myself it's all just good timing. Because there was the week before I did the actual Lady Gaga update, it was in a sketch that I had written with friends there, and it was fine, but it was nowhere near as great as the update. So it's kind of like that was a better time for it. So, and I also was just kind of like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
But it worked out good. So
that gratitude thing really works, though. You know, like expressing it.
Yeah, I did actually before I got here. I made a list of, because I get the summer blues and maybe the anxiety of going back too. I'm like, how do I? But I made a list of all the things I did this summer. I bought a townhouse here. I listed, I think I did 28 shows on the road. Headlining sets, an hour awesome. Each show. Like just making the list to see in front, like, I did all this stuff. That's good.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. You know?
Absolutely.
Definitely, dude.
Because we forget like that show, then that show, and then it's like, I don't know.
No, that's great. It is great.
You forget what good. Listen, I don't think people know with us performers how it goes from like being on top of the world to feeling like a piece of shit. I'm everything. Yeah. I'm nothing. I am the best. I'm the worst. At least for me, that's where it goes too. Yeah. But I have to constantly work at reminding myself, like, no, you're a human being. You've got this family. You've got all these great things in your life. And people would assume, like, looking at you, like, what are you talking about? She's on Saturday Night Live. She's famous. She's young. And it's like, yeah, but everybody has something, right? Everybody goes through stuff.
It's so good to remind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Even Muslims. All right, so it was.
Oh my god!
You know, one of my favorite. I hope you write down the worst guests and stuff, and like journal exact things.
Yeah, will you do that?
That's one of my favorite things. Was I think Spade, or one of those guys, Schneider from that era, was like, oh man, Steven Seagal was the fucking worst host ever.
Oh, the host.
Yeah, and then I think they said that Paris Hilton was like,
I've heard that
uncoachable.
She was
to do
terrible too. I heard.
So, but like those stories later on are fascinating to hear. You know, like I think that Seagal also was like, oh yeah, everything that was pitched, he was like, nah, it's not funny. And they're like, okay, cool, man. Trump, I think some people said that he used to have a sense of humor about himself. I think they said some of the roast people were like, oh, he was a good sport. You know, this was like 5 or 6 years ago, but that when he was on as a candidate, that he was shutting down, like not getting what was funny.
Yeah, I think someone told me he didn't know what the Giving Tree book was.
What?
Makes
sense. Now, can we get these celebrity guests to fucking memorize their lines in the sketches? Because nothing bothers me more when you can tell when the person's reading off the cue card. It's made me angry since I was a little girl.
I know.
Everybody kind of uses it, right?
Not everybody, not you guys. You guys are great.
I mean, if you go watch me my first year, I was just looking at it. I just didn't know how to remember the line. But also, they change the lines before the live show, too.
Oh,
so they're constantly
got
reworking
you.
jokes, and then they've just put tape on top of it, and then right on top of it.
And that person's got to be on their game, huh?
Yeah, the cue card guy, yeah. But the writers will come like right before the live show and they'll be like, okay, we changed this line. Now you're saying boyfriend instead of dad. So you just go out there and then you just go out there. But that's it. But it's just all practice. So that's why it's hard for hosts. But the pros know what to do. You know,
guys,
people that have
that's what
hosted
makes
many
sense.
times,
Okay.
they know what to do.
So that makes sense. If they're having last minute changes and that's not your normal environment, I get it.
Yeah.
How nervous were you the very first time you had to do a sketch?
I was so nervous.
What did you do? Did you shit a lot that day? Did you vomit?
I was constantly going to the bathroom. When I get nervous, I want to make sure all the pee is out.
Me
so I
too.
keep going.
I do that.
And yeah, I think I was a Family Feud. I was Sarah Silverman, and I think Larry David was Bernie. I think it was,
Oh, that one? Yeah.
That was the election year, my year I was going in.
2016.
Yeah. And so, after that, or the nerves I felt during that sketch, I was like, there's no way I could do this again next week. I remember being like, this is insane. But then after, it's fine.
Were you exhausted after? We must have been elated and then like exhausted, right?
Yeah. It was weird. It was crazy. I was also not fully, I wasn't feeling good about myself that first year because I had all that tweet stuff happen.
Yeah.
I remember it was so dumb, and it's nothing to anyone, but for me, I'm so sensitive, and I felt so horrible and embarrassed. A blogger found old tweets of mine from long ago and said I was racist, and like I got so, I just felt, humiliated, and I felt like, all my fans disappeared completely. I'm horrible, and I felt most of the first season I didn't think there was a point. And then that summer after, I didn't really do stand-up because I felt so
badly from that.
So bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible.
But that's the thing is people don't realize when they attack someone, get someone online, you're killing them.
Yeah.
For a while, like it takes a long time to get back.
Public shaming things.
Even if it's just a day or two, it's still puts a pretty, but it's a good lesson. I know maybe I needed that too, so it's okay.
No, yeah,
it's all right.
No.
Did some real talk here, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
You didn't need the lesson. I think you're one of the most. You're the sweetest human on the planet.
You are. I remember
but it's good though to know like I can walk out there and be flawed. It's nice now because I think also before I got the show, I did want to make sure I get all the fans and be perfect and the star of the show.
Right.
And now it's like. No, it's just great that I can own everything.
And be myself.
It's better to just walk out now. Like, I haven't brushed my hair all summer. I don't need to be perfect anymore.
Right.
You know, it's nice.
Yeah, that's a relief.
Yeah.
Give me some of that.
Yeah.
We're going back. You're going back I just threw myself in there. We are going back to SNL for season 4. Melissa and I to the
That was so fun in my head. You guys
show. I'm sorry. I'll see you in next summer.
Adios. The kids will miss their dad.
Kids, but Melissa and I are on SNL together.
Yes.
We're a team, and we write and perform together, and that's our deal.
That'd be so much fun.
You would be the oldest new cast member. Like, does Lorne even hire people over 40?
Yeah, Leslie, who just left the show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, she's 50.
I mean, it was the
That's
best.
true.
She was the best.
Before her, though, he usually
I know.
casts young. Is what I'm saying.
No, but there's
Get 'em
always
young.
like that. What do they call it? The
Anomaly?
No, like the I can't think of the word, but the person that like that person who's usually like Daryl Hammond was that where he was like in his 40s but could play like they just throw him into like 8 out of 10 sketches. So they're like he'll play the dad in this, the fucking store guy in this, the president in this, like just the, you know what I mean? Like they move them around. And sometimes it's an older relatively speaking.
I mean, the older, the funnier now.
100%.
And better person.
Totally.
I think.
Totes, man.
Unless they're Korean. All right. Well,
Oh
listen.
my gosh, so racist today.
I don't know. Just putting it out there.
What's going on?
I don't know. So,
Hey, by the way,
yeah.
you're always welcome to come and hang.
Oh, it might give me diarrhea watching you work. Like every time I listen to a cast member talk about the show, I'm like, I don't know how you do it. The anxiety, but yes, thank you, and I will take you up on that if we're there.
I'll be in New York for a minute in November, like over a week. So yeah, she'll be there for a couple of days. But when she leaves,
I want to come too.
No, she leaves.
But I want to have diarrhea for you.
Let's have lunch. Let's hang out. Let's go over sketches. Let's do spots.
Go over sketches.
Yeah, let's work on it.
He's been writing pitches for you.
I got some pitches for you. Just hear me out.
I would love to hear it.
Thank you.
I want more fart stuff, you know?
Hey, this is the house that farts
Dude,
built.
you should just write a sketch based on what I showed you. Be my mom and just go, you're not my son anymore. Like that.
That was a big one.
That was.
So good.
We're so proud of you. We're so happy for
Thanks,
you.
guys. I'm proud of you, too.
Thank you for coming back here. I know
anytime.
we are beneath you, but this is a thrill for us. We're super happy.
You're the realest,
Love you
Gene.
guys.
Yeah,
Thanks.
the best.
Thank you so much.
Bye, Jeans.
Bye.
Guy blows crack smoke into someone's ass.
Yeah. I would look for that one. It's pretty great.
Then your beehole.
I would look for that one. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Guy blows crack smoke into someone's ass.
Yeah. Will you smoke crack and blow the smoke up my ass?
I bet you can get high that way. Then your beehole.
Pretty great.
Then your beehole. To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
I would do it. I would try it.
Try it out, man. Try it out. Try it out.
I would try it. Pretty great.
To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
I would do it. I would try it.
I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it.
I would do it. I would try it.
I'm looking for hardcore guys that mean it and want to do it.
I would do it. I would try it.
To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
Try it out, man.
I would do it.
To blow crack smoke into some other guy's butt?
I would try it.
Hi, Mommy. Thanks, Jeans. Thank you for watching this episode of Your Mom's House. And if you had a great time, watch more videos here, here, here. And don't forget to subscribe here, here, here so that you will know when Your Mom's House video comes out immediately. Thanks, Jeans.